Hello there, and welcome back to episode 3. Take a seat alongside me. You can be my co-pilot for another Let's Play a bit of Faster Than Light by Subset Games. As you recall, we were attempting to exit the system after another near call. We have I think we have flown within 10 feet of every star in the last two systems. We are not doing super well at navigation. We have come into this new system where we left off, and an unidentified ship is pretty damaged in this area, and he's being attacked by a space pirate. He's asking us to help, but the pirate says that he's collecting a bounty, which leads me to believe that he is exacting justice. So I'm going to go ahead and take the half of the bounty because I'm a justice-y kind of guy. We have a lot of the oxygen vented out of our system right now. We are paused. We're going to unpause, and I think we're just going to go ahead and jump to the next system. I'm going to give it a nice 10 count here as we wait for our oxygen to be restored, though, because I have nightmares about jumping into a system where we're going to be under attack and just low on oxygen. So I like to be prepared. We're going to jump to the next sector. As you can see, the blockade is upon us, so we need to do that. We can go to the Zoltan sector or the civilian sector. I think I'm going to go through the civilian, actually the Zoltan. I don't remember. I think the Zoltan can power things. They have electricity in their blood or something, and that is a crewman that we could use. So maybe we'll wrangle ourselves a Zoltan here. The Zoltan are apparently rough traders. That's the warning that just popped up, as it says they're rough traders. They like to trade for things. They never give something for nothing. I'm kind of worried the blockade's going to show up if I try and take that path. So we are going to take a chance, and we are going to go through the nebula. So nebula ho! And we are in the nebula. It looks like the nebula is only going to knock out our sensors. It says that our crew are on edge and they're jumping every time the ship creaks. Our crew is jumpy. We are going to try and wrangle some points here, though, by staying in the nebula for a bit longer. Hopefully the nebula remains kind and doesn't drain our energy reserves. This is a calmer part of the nebula, and we were attacked by a rebel scout who has no shields. This guy is an idiot. I don't know what he's thinking. We are just going to pummel the hell out of him. I'm going to disable the Artemis missiles here because I don't think we're going to need them. This should be a pretty easy engagement, pretty easy combat, barring anything goes terribly wrong. He missed with his first shot. What a loser. We're just going to laugh at him, and oh, we missed twice too. What are you doing, Biggs? Oh, Biggs is getting hit with a missile is what Biggs is doing. So we're going to power up the Artemis here. This may be our only option. We're going to reroute everybody. Luckily, their weapons are damaged too. So we're going to tell Wedge to get over here and help us repair the gunnery. There is a hole in our hull. We don't want to vent any of our crewmen into space. Decompression does not sound like fun, and we're going to try and repair the gunnery as quickly as possible. We're going to fire a missile at his gunnery just to say, hey, F you. Give him the space middle finger. He missed us with his missile. The gunnery, we're trying to repair it. We're going to disable the Artemis and get the burst lasers back up because he has no shields. And the gunnery has seen better days, guys. The gunnery has seen better days. Our shields are down, though, and they just appear to have some kind of wuss cannon that just can't get through our shields. So we're going to sit here and go nya at them from our window ports while we finish them off. And this is a drone ship, so it's not going to try and run from us or anything. It's just going to sit there and take it. And this final shot, I hope, if Biggs is on his A-game, we'll finish him off. Biggs is on his A-game. Thank you, Biggs. We're going to send Biggs, though. Wow, we got a load of scrap. We are just doing great for scrap right now. We're going to send Biggs to the med bay for now. See if we can get him patched up a little bit. And Biggs is healing. And once he's all patched up, we're going to take serious stock of the amount of scrap we have right now. We have an amazing amount of scrap. I'm going to use it to, I think, we're going to upgrade the doors. So we are using better doors now. The upgraded doors mean that fires can't travel through them, and they also mean that if the enemy boards us, they have to destroy the doors before they can get through, which is also something that I approve of. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to spend a little bit of power just getting some auxiliary power because I would like to have the ion cannons online for the foreseeable future. We are getting into the third system. The third system's where it's going to get a little nastier. It's going to get a little bit more brutish. We're going to have to deal with higher shield levels, higher hull levels. And this is another pirate that is attacking an unidentified ship. We're going to be a hero in this situation. And we're going to charge the weapons, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can get a reward from both the ship and from the civilians we're assisting. If the civilians make a run for it, I'm going to be disappointed. But we are in Zoltan space. What can you expect? So with ion cannons, you always want to fire the ions first because they disable the shields, and then you want to follow with kind of a 1-2 punch. We did hit them twice. It was not quite enough. The shields are going to remain down for now. It is a heavy ion cannon, so it knocks it out for a little longer. We did not disable their missiles, and their missiles have struck our gunnery. All of our weapons are down, and we're going to need all hands on deck for this one. This is going to be something. We're going to open the doors to add a little. I don't know if it works like that, but I like to think that if we open the doors, we're going to get a little more oxygen. Hopefully their next shot or so misses. We do have 25% evade. Biggs and Wedge are on it, trying to get it repaired. If we take another shot to the gunnery, though, this could be GG. As soon as this comes back up, we're going to try and get the burst rockets back online. He did miss, so Space Jesus has decided to favor us. And as soon as the gunnery is back up and running, we can send Wedge back to his shields, although they are firing on us with a great deal. We're going to return fire here. I'm actually going to take Wedge and assign him to the engine room, see if we can get a bit more dodge going. That gives us 5% more dodge. We're all back up and running. We do have to wait for the ion cannon to charge. Their missile launcher is really just hurting us. I am not liking the damage that this missile launcher is doing, but it missed! So we do have some time on our hands. We're going to wait this out and wait for the ion cannons to be up because I don't want to waste one of my burst laser shots on. And they are trying to charge up their faster than light engine and escape. I don't think I'm going to allow that. I'm going to send this next shot straight into their engines with the ion cannon, which should disable them for a bit. Assuming we don't miss, and we have hit them, so we're going to go ahead and fire again. They resisted the damage to their engines, but it is going to take a little bit longer for them to charge. We just really have to hope that they don't jump the system before we can keep them disabled. We're going to fire at their engines again. It hits their shields. They are bribing us. We're going to reject the offer and continue the assault, just because we stand the chance of getting a double amount. That was a good choice. We got 30 scrap instead of whatever tiny amount they were offering, and the hull breach killed the hull breach killed the crew of the ship we were trying to rescue. But we are able to scrap their ship, so that was a good choice on our part. We ended up with almost triple what we would have gotten if we had taken the bribe. And so I'm going to do a quick once-over, make sure everything's okay. And I would like to, at this point, I think, find a store. We have a lot of scrap on board, and I would like to repair the ship. We are worse for wear right now. This rebel ship approaches cautiously, and he says he would have struck with the Federation, but he is a soldier, sir, and he is no use without a war to fight. And so he says, on guard, we are going to engage this poor bastard. He is not going to have a good day. Biggs is a little beat up. I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't notice that beforehand. He needed some time in the med bay. We are going to go ahead and take a shot at their gunnery. The ion cannon should disable their shields for us. We're going to take a shot while the shields are down. Oxygen is low, so we're going to abandon the defense. We're going to abandon our shields, and we're going to try and get our O2 back up and running. I really would prefer to breathe. We're going to try and keep their shields down as much as possible. We're going to take further shots at them. We're going to hope that they don't try and bail out on us, and I don't think we're going to repair quick enough. So now that their guns are down, okay, we did repair. I'm going to send Biggs to the medical bay for now, just in case we sink a shot. We're going to fire again with our ion cannons at their shields. And we're just going to keep... He's trying to jump the system now. I hate it when they do that. For being an officer and a gentleman who just engaged us based on his honor, he's trying to run away now, and the captain goes down with the ship, so what is this foolishness? We are going to go ahead and take a shot. Oh, just in time, but we are going to use our lasers on, and their engines are down. They are saying they're going to surrender. We are going to allow them to surrender because we could use some fuel and missiles, and he was honorable with us, and he gave us time to raise our shields, so we're going to be honorable with him. You reap what you sow. We do have a quest marker down here, which I think we picked up in the last sector. But we are so beat up, guys. I don't like the situation we're in right now. Yikes. The Mantis have boarded us. They are in the unit that we would like them to be in, though. We do have a crewman in there to fight them. So we're going to leave. Actually, yeah, this is... I think they're probably going to fire on us. This... Mantis ships have the potential to be game wreckers. So we're going to see what happens here. We took damage to an ancillary cabin. I'm okay with that. We're going to go ahead and fire on their shields. Their shields are pretty beefy. We're going to see what damage. If this... we're going to have to take their shields out. That's going to be our only option right now. Luckily, we do have a nice 1-2 punch going. And we're going to have to get Wedge back on shields. Actually, I'm going to have Wedge... man the engines, because I think Dodge is going to benefit us better here. I'm going to get Alice. We have no evade right now, so this missile is going to connect. Hopefully it hits nothing important. It hit us in the back in another cabin that we're not using. That's fine. We're going to fire the heavy ion cannons again. They are attempting to repair their shields, and we really cannot focus too much on them until we get these shields down, guys. We are just going to... damn it. I strongly dislike what's happening here. I am going to charge up the Artemis because our shields are down anyways. This is looking like it's going to be the end of the Let's Play. We were tactically unsound with our decisions. Actually, the captain never blames this on other people. I was unsound with my decisions. We are going to fire the Artemis one last time. Just hope that we make some kind of contact. We did knock out their rocket launcher. But we are not in good shape. This fire is going to transfer from cabin to cabin. Poor Biggs here just needs to get this fire taken care of. What are you doing, Biggs? You are killing me. We're going to fire another missile, and Biggs is okay now. We missed with our missile, though. I'm going to move Wedge over here to help with the repairs. We are going to close the doors here so that the fire can't spread on us. And that should be game. That missile, I think, is going to take us out. I'm going to try and keep burst lasers up. Yeah, we have to hope for an evade with this next shot. If we don't get an evade, that's going to be it for us, guys. We are going to fire the Artemis. Oh, holding my breath with that shot. And we have just pulled out. We are in a way right now. We have vented the cabin. I'm going to go ahead, and now that Wedge and Biggs are back, we're going to close off and have them repair the shield unit. I really wish we could find a store right now. Man, we are... This is part of the exhilaration of this game. I'm going to be super honest with you guys. This is part of the fun of this game. That narrow survival right there is something that happens actually really frequently. I mean, if you find yourself surviving, you know, you kind of thank your lucky stars and move on, and it actually does feel a bit like an episode of Star Trek or a bit like an episode of Firefly where everything is going wrong and then you just manage to pull it through at the last moment. I probably made some unsound tactical decisions there. Oh, and we're neighboring a store, guys! I have a smile on my face right now. I'm so happy with the luck that we've struck. And it looks like the Splatterdale is going to continue its existence. The Splatterdale is not going down. It's going to cost us 50, but you know what? We've got the scrap. I am looking forward to doing some more episodes with you guys, so I really don't want it to end here. We're going to buy out, I think, their entire stock of fuel. We're good on missiles. We're doing well. We have not picked up more crew members, which once again is hurting us. We are really hurt right now for the fact that we don't have extra crew members. I would like to see if we could find another store and maybe get someone at least to man the engines, because if you level up a guy far enough in his engine skills, he actually can get your evade up to 30-40%, and then you don't have to worry about taking hits. We don't really need any of this stuff down here. We can't afford any of the things up here. So we're just going to go ahead and cut our losses and leave. There's a second store here, so we're going to go check out this second store, maybe pick up a crewman. I do think that that's what I want. Oh man, it is not a crew system. That is... They're not throwing us bones here. They're not throwing us bones, but that's part of the fun of the game. The scrap recovery arm versus the automated reloader. I don't think I want either. The automated reloader is kind of tempting because we do have someone with a lot of experience in the gunnery now. But I would like to save scrap for a scanner so that we know we're not jumping into any star systems with a sun again. We don't want to end up next to a sun and just up shit creek without a paddle like we did in the last couple systems. And it's going to be harder to end those engagements next to stars if we don't have the equipment. So I'm going to make another decision here and just say to avoid it. I think we have time to jump down to our quest. I think. Oh man, it's going to be close. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jumps. Ooh, we're cutting it close. So I think we're just going to abandon the quest, which is disappointing. I don't like to do that. That one was probably my fault for not paying attention, but we're going to abandon the quest. We arrive at a Zoltan research facility. They're researching genetic distortion due to stasis sleep and prolonged faster than light travel. They ask if our crew has time to undergo a few scans. Sure. Nothing goes wrong with the study, and they give us scrap as a bounty, so we've had a good deal of luck today gambling and winning with these random events. Usually, I want to be really honest, these random events don't tend to go very well. These random events just tend to be awful. An autonomous scout is scanning the region. He does have a drone bay. I think I'm going to stop the Let's Play here. Actually, we're going on a little bit long, so this has been Splattercat playing Faster Than Light, a game by Subset Games. You should check it out on Steam or at the company's website. It's two guys just making this game. I'm really impressed with their work. It's a really innovative game. It's kind of a really good transition from the tabletop game I used to play called Battle Stations. It's almost a perfect rendition, actually, so I would like to invite you guys to play this game. It's definitely worth the money. You should support developers like this. If you enjoy what I do in these Let's Play videos, I would ask you to leave a like or a comment or just a view, even if you want to watch the series straight through. I do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next episode.